Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AT-15A. It's a Tier 7 British non-turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Lakeville, and this one's under the command of ChaosWarlord. Okay, game started. Well, this is the tank destroyer that was never built, otherwise known as the AT-AT. Yes, it was the tank destroyer that led to the Tortoise eventually, and that was built but only in limited numbers. It's a pretty devastating tank destroyer, you might say, in some ways, because, well, it's only got one major weak spot, and you're looking at it, it's that machine gun port right at the top. Yep, unfortunately the loader lives in there, and if you hit the loader, yes, it really does affect this one's fire capacity. DPM will drop dramatically, and, well, you can see that ChaosWarlord's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his 17-pounder. Yep, that's the gun that this one carries. 76.2mm is the caliber of the 17-pounder. 150 alpha, penetrating 171 with standard AP, going up to 239 with the APCR. Now, it's got 10 degrees of gun depression, and if you forgive it for that glaring weak spot on top of the vehicle, it's actually quite effective, because so long as the enemy doesn't get behind you, which is a bit of a problem because traversing is a bit of a problem, it can just punch you to death with that 17mm, and any shells that are not aimed at the weak spot are definitely not going to do any damage, or probably not going to get through the hull at all. It's like the big AT-ATs in Star Wars. And that VK3002 gets out of the way, and now we've got several targets to go at. And ChaosWarlord, well, he doesn't care, he's just going to drive straight through. No hits yet, but it won't be long before he gets some. It's an assault tank, so you drive it at the enemy and blast them to death. Oh, he's found an OI now. Goes for the boobies. Always like going for the boobies. Yes, I know. I have a booby fixation. Well, he's puncturing this OI to death. There you go. Unfortunately, the OI has taken out our loader, which is why the DPM suddenly dropped. But we put the loader... Oh, we haven't got the loader back in yet, but we will very shortly. The OI's dead. Yeah, you don't let one of these things dominate you. If you go face to face with it, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. You get behind it, that's what you do with these things. And he's already earned potentially a steel wall. Oh, lost his observation device. Can he get rid of that AMD? Not yet. Okay, next shot. 2 more shots and you've got him. He won't stay there. He has to go. Actually, it's going to take 3, but there you go. Next one. He has to pull out. Oh, unfortunately missed that one. But the AMD is gone. Unfortunately, so is half the hit points that ChaosWarlord had. You can see a number of those hits were aimed directly at the weak spot. They knew exactly where to put the shell to do the most damage. And, well, he's going to go after the Tiger P, ignoring the teammate he's got behind him. Going for the engine bay. Unfortunately, doesn't get that in. And now he's got to deal with the Comet. The Tiger P's gone. Hello, Mr. Comet. You're next. Unless you can hit the weak spot, you're going to be dead too. 2 more shots. Or maybe 3. And, oh, we got another contender, a T20. And the Comet's dead. That's rather funny. The Comet went down to a KV2. And he gets another one into the T20. It really is quite hilarious, this tank. It is a premium in the gift shop. It's one of those novelties. It's very much like the Tortoise, or the TS5 for that matter, although this one's at tier 7. And the advantage this thing has, it teaches you to dominate and bulldoze your way through the enemy, and well, just take him on and don't care about the consequences. Just take out the enemy one by one. It really can be very, very efficient, very effective. Because the enemy, they just don't know what to do. You just keep coming at them one by one. You keep taking them out. Oh, couldn't get the reload time there, but it is a 17 pounder. Oh, didn't get that one right. Go for it again. It is a Super Hellcat, so it's very limited armor. He left that one for the KV2. He did it deliberately. Okay, we've got the AMD round the corner, and there's a P43 Biz as well. But there's only 4 enemies left. There's an Arty just around the corner for the KV2, I should think. Or is he relocated? AMD doesn't know we can see him. He does now, I think. And there he goes. P43 Biz in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the KV2 derps him as well. The KV2's done very nicely out of this. He's got 3 kills. Okay, Hellcat, ordinary Hellcat. A tier 7 or tier 6 version. Not the tier 7 version, which is rather deficient. Now, where is that Arty? Where did he go? Oh, he's been hiding. There he is. And he's dead. So, all in all, not a bad game. Not a lot of kills, but not a bad game. And he sits in the cap at the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see where he got. Well, he managed to get an ace tanker in that game. He also picked up a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and he got 3 other medals as well. The Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, a steel wall for blocking more damage than his own hit points and receiving at least 11 hits, blocking the most damage overall, and also a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. Let's have a look at the team score. We can see that he did get the highest damage, 3,038 hit points. The only player over 2,000 hit points, in fact over 3,000 for that matter. And the next high scorer was the T3485 on his team with 1475, and then the KV2 with 1446. And of course that KV2 benefited from all of those kills that ChaosWarlord left for him. Easy kills for him to just derp out of existence. He got 3 kills. 2 kills each for these guys here, and ChaosWarlord only picked up the 1, but I'm sure it was the OI, so it was quite a big one. But it was, when it came to base XP, it was ChaosWarlord who got the highest amount, the only player to get over 1,000 base, 1,182, and that's because he dominated the enemy, pushed them back, he collected all of their hit points, left them as easy kills for his teammates, and just bulldozed the way to victory. Let's have a look at the detail. 34 shots fired, 22 direct hits, 20 penetrations, 17 pounder at work again, 3,038 hit points of damage, all at close range, 23 hits received from the enemy, only 6 were penetrations, 17 non-penetrations. Yes, some of those penetrations, they knew where to go. They hit the right spot, which was that machine gun port. It takes out one of the loaders, and if you do that, then it slows down the fire rate. 2,540 hit points blocked. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 560 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 1 capture point while he was in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 57,140 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 74,688 credits. He received 1,182 XP, got ×2 for the first victory, 355 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 3,901 experience points altogether. So do I think that the AT-15 is a good buy on the premium side? Well, it's a little expensive, but that's because it's tier 7. But it's a lot of fun if you like those sort of bulldozing assault tanks. And practicing with this will give you a lot of good tips, and you'll learn a lot of tricks that you can then use with the Tortoise when you get that at tier 9. The only thing is that you cannot let the enemy get behind you on this thing. If they do get behind you, they'll just perforate you to death, and that will be the end of your game. But so long as you've got teammates just behind you, backing you up, if the enemy do try to get behind you, then they've got to deal with them as well, and that will be their problem. That will be their downfall. So yes, just bulldoze your way through the enemy so long as you've got some backup to support you. Don't let the enemy get behind you. So if you enjoyed that replay, and it is a replay from January, yes, it got missed off with the others and was sitting in the queue waiting to be done. And ChaosWarlord mentioned today that he'd only just had his first replay on the channel. Actually, you've had quite a few already, but you may have missed them. And this is one of the ones that was waiting to be done. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.